Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this, I swear, is the live stream tonight. No more stops and starts. Apologies to Billy Joel. We are the oldest, largest, and only collection of normal people. Grassroots, as grassroots gets. Largest group in the country of normal people fighting for student loan justice. Welcome. If you're new to the group, welcome. I'm going to keep it very short tonight because this is like the third time I've tried to do this live stream. But I'm going to break it down for you guys. You need to be very aware of a couple of things. The landscape is this. The holy grail of the student debt collection industry is to see a mass default where everybody defaults on their loans. And the constitutionally enshrined threat, leverage, power of bankruptcy remains gone from the loans. You know, student loans by themselves are considered to be sort of the golden unicorn of the collection industry. The loans have no bankruptcy protections. The loans have no statutes of limitations. Huge amounts of money can be made off of our backs through defaulted student loans. So believe me, and my 18 years of experience speaking to you, when I can tell you that the student loan collection industry has infiltrated every bit of space in the student loan world. And they have been working very hard for many years to foment a mass default with bankruptcy remaining gone from the loans. Ladies and gentlemen, their dream, their wildest dream is about to come true. The loans are going to be turned back on, I think, September 1st. Now, the only question is whether we will have the leverage of bankruptcy back on our side or whether we will continue or whether we will face September 1st continuing to be naked, vulnerable, afraid, and like fish in a barrel for the student loan industry, the student debt collection industry, to steal from us. That is the gun whose barrel down which we are now looking, ladies and gentlemen. We need to fight as hard as possible to get bankruptcy returned before these loans are turned back on. I don't know why many other groups in this space have gone ominously silent on the bankruptcy issue. Some of them even disparage bankruptcy. Some of them, in fact, many, if not most of them, in fact, most of the groups out there claiming to be fighting for student loan borrowers, they're corrupted. They do deals with the collection industry behind the scenes. They use their groups as hunting grounds for defaulted student loan borrowers, which many people are, but far, far, far many more will be soon. It's a grave danger, guys. AstroTurf is real, and we see it on the internet. So if you see a student advocacy group being ominously silent on bankruptcy or even disparaging the return of bankruptcy to student loans, you can pretty much guess what they're doing. They're not trying to solve this problem. They are pimping this problem for money. If you see groups that are haunted by debt coaches and student loan lawyers and all kinds of people that are like, hey, I can help you with your student loans. I can help you get out of default. You're being gamed. You're being conned. These people have no interest in helping you. They have every interest in making a huge amount of money off of your ass. You have no idea how profitable defaulted student loans are. They are incredibly profitable. For example, if you default on a loan at $50,000 and someone convinces you to rehabilitate your loans, number one, statistically speaking, there is an 80% probability that you will wind up defaulting on those loans again, on that loan, on that rehabilitated loan. 80% chance you will wind up and default again. That will wreck you. But number two, there's a 16% commission that goes to whoever convinces you to rehabilitate your loans. So if you rehabilitate a $50,000 defaulted loan and you sign for a new undefaulted loan with $100,000 now balance, which is very common, that's typical, whoever convinced you to do that gets a 16% commission. $16,000 check goes to them So you can see how lucrative this scam is for the predators, for the parasites, for the bottom feeders, for the student debt coaches and the student loan lawyers who claim to be on your side. They're not on your side. It's fucking evil what they do. They're fucking parasites. Beware of those people. They're everywhere. And by the way, if you see them in and around our group, let us know. Tell us who they are. It's been happening for pretty much the whole 18 years that we've been around. These fucking people, they're disgusting. They're very harmful. They're very harmful. Point them out to us so that we can at least kick them off of our group and warn other people. So there's a lot of things to be wary of, guys. Beware of the AstroTurf. Beware of the helpful, even well-established, even, write articles in the Atlantic and stuff, and write articles in Forbes magazine, for example. Be very wary of those people, guys. They're not trying to help you. They're trying to make a buck off of your ass. And what they do is fucking disgusting. Pardon my French. So, guys, as I said, this is my third attempt at doing a live stream tonight. I'm going to very quickly see if you have any questions or comments. But, I think I'm going to probably just sign off right now, very soon on that. Oh, couple of quick announcements. Thanks to John Cusack, great actor, my humble opinion. Really knows his stuff about debt slavery in this country. He's been retweeting our stuff on Twitter, and I don't know about all of his politics, but I can tell you this. John Cusack does not fuck around. He's a very serious guy. He knows what he's talking about. I'm very glad to report that among all celebrities out there, he's the only guy that I can point to that tells the truth, certainly about the student loan problem. I don't look at my narrow universe of student loans. And John Cusack, we salute you, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing. The other announcement, did I say this or not? I can't remember because it's the third time I've done this live stream. Dudes, we really need donations right now. We survive only and totally off of personal gifts from typically distressed student loan borrowers. And it is very difficult to do. As I said, we don't do deals with bad guys. We don't sell our members out. We don't use our group as a hunting grounds for defaulted borrowers. We don't do any of that bullshit, guys. We're just a normal grassroots group. I'm just a normal guy. I live in a building actually with no running water for the past 9 months. So suffice it to say, we're not a scam. But even more important, and that's important, but the most important thing is that this group not vanish, because we can't afford to pay our internet bill and stuff like that. So if you appreciate all that this group has done, and by the way, this group started the entire conversation about student loan cancellation. We would have no bankruptcy legislation to fight for in years past and upcoming, but for the people on this group. This group is way more important than you might think, guys. Way, way more important. So if you want us to continue to exist, please donate, guys. I mean, it's quite desperate at the moment. I'm just going to tell you, we paid for the student loan justice van, which is great. It's outside. Thank you all. But this leaves us just incredibly cash poor, guys. And we have to raise, quite frankly, we have to raise $1,000 over the next week. But if we can even raise $500 in the next week, that will be about the minimum that we need to not get shit turned off, like our phone and our utilities and stuff. So please help, guys, so I can shut up about it. One last announcement. If you happen to be in Maryland or Washington, D.C., and you're willing to be interviewed, the largest news network in Switzerland is looking for people to interview about Joe Biden's lame student loan cancellation. That all started with this group, by the way. We started the petition that introduced the whole idea of canceling student loans by executive order into the zeitgeist. But yeah, if you live in Maryland or Washington, D.C., and you're willing to be interviewed, let me know, and I can make all the introductions. And these people, this Swiss news team, would be very, very obliged, very glad, and much obliged to come and interview you. So, okay, guys, sorry, so frazzled. It's been a rough day. I feel overwhelmed lately. Do you not also feel a little bit overwhelmed lately? Anyways, it feels really good to fight this fight. I can say that. That's the saving grace is the founding fathers are on our side. The Constitution is on our side. 43 million people in the country would be on our side if they knew about us. And they won't until you tell them, because like I said, we don't have a marketing team. We don't have a marketing department, a legal team. We don't have any resources, guys. All we have are people, normal, living, breathing people like you and like me. And you can't expect us or me or the other people in this group who are fighting this fight. You can't expect them to pull your weight, because that will never, ever happen. It just will never happen. It all starts with you. You have no idea how important you are. You got to pull your own weight on this group, guys. These are your loans, and this is your problem. We're a working fighting group, not a, hey, sit down, have some popcorn, and watch us pretend to fight this fight. No. Go to our website if you want to help. And at the minimum, what you will do, particularly if you're new to the group, do 2 weeks worth of our daily actions. It's mostly Twitter stuff. I hate Twitter. You hate Twitter. Everybody hates Twitter, but Twitter actually works, guys. Most of our daily actions are Twitter. There's a few phone calls here and there. But do the past 2 weeks worth of our daily actions, and that will help you get your feet on the ground. And if you read some of the articles that we post and stuff, if you read five of our most recent research articles, you will be a very fine, fit, and fierce, and hopefully feared student loan justice warrior. And you've got to get in this fight, guys, because there's a lot aligned against us, and we will be crushed by the fucking parasites that I mentioned earlier, pardon my French, if we don't fight. So buck up and join us and help us fight, and we will win. That simple, guys. That simple. So I'll be back tomorrow. Good luck. Godspeed, everyone. Do the daily actions. God bless everyone. We got this, by the way.